I'm Sergeant Mitchell with the U.S. Army Medical Department Recruiting. I am your healthcare recruiter. Today we're going to be talking about the IPAP. Now, the information that I'm presenting to you today is coming from Major R. Scott Bradshaw. That is the program manager, the IPAP program manager at Fort Knox, Kentucky. The Interservice Physician Assistance Program, IPAP. Now, the purpose of this is to educate soldiers, leaders, and educators on the educational opportunities offered by the AMED, Interservice Physician Assistant Program, for the regular Army, Army Reserve. Now, the Army National Guard manages applications separate, but most of the requirements are the same. The Interservice Physician Assistant Program, IPAP. The length of the training. Now, the duration of the Interservice Physician Assistance Program is 29 months. The Phase 1 is 16 months, didactic phase. Phase 2, 13 months of a clinical phase. Obligation for training for the regular Army is 54 months active duty service obligation. And for the Army Reserves, that is 8 years of service obligations. All right, you have 6 in the SLERES and the 2 years in the IRR. Education requirements. Qualifying SAT within the last 5 years. All. SAT score of, a GT score of 110 or higher. That is for the enlisted. A minimum GPA of 2.75. A cumulative and science. Medical terminology. Warrior Leadership Course, that's WLC, prior to start of IPAP, enlisted only. And 60 semester hours is the minimum. 30 semester hours must be in residence, 6 semester hours English, 3 semester hours in writing, 6 semester hours humanity, 3 semester hours psychology, 3 semester of college algebra or higher math, 6 semester hours of chemistry, 3 semester hours human anatomy, and 3 semester hours of human physiology. Now, the documents required for the USAREC no later than the 1st of March. You're going to need your DA photo, PT card, that is the DA 7705, your DA 5500s or your DA 5501, that's mailed, the body fat worksheet. If you need that, letter of intent, letters of recommendation, minimum of 3, maximum of 5, DA 61, military career paperwork. USAREC form 195, that is PA annotates 8 hours of shadowing. That is your shadowing. Commissioning physical with labs, waiver requests, time in service, age, moral, medical, or tattoo. Those are your waivers that you can submit. Now, a copy of your profile. These are for the PT, the P2 only. It's a copy of SAT within the last 5 years. GT scores, 110 minimum for enlisted, academic worksheet, your CV, your DA 160 self-identification memo, that tattoo wearers. Okay, so I can be able, your recruiter, I can't provide this all to you guys, but your recruiter will be able to provide that. Your MILPO statement and conditional release, that's the DA 4187 regular Army, and then DA form 1058 or DA form 4651 or DA form 368. That's for the reserve. Transcripts from all colleges. Just to recap, you got to get all that stuff. That deadline is 1 March. Documents required to UNMC no later than 1 February. That's the academic worksheet. Official transcripts from all colleges ever attended. And application requirements. Must be qualified for appointment in accordance with 601-100 and AR 40-501. You need your ORB, your ERB must be certified true copy from the commander or first sergeant. Applicants must meet current HRC policy for time on station, TOS 24 months, prior to the projected school start date. Human Resource Command HRC clearance will be initiated for those selected to participate. Now the AR 601-20 IPAP application guidance is what you can reference, and the mill per message 14-269 adjustments to the fiscal year. All right, board. So check that. This is coming from 2015. It hasn't been updated, but if I see updated stuff, I'm going to push it out. It all still applies. Application requirement. Commissioning physical, original or original signature. DD 2807-1, DD 2808. No older than 12 months from the board date. Send certified true copies. Must include ETOH, drug screen, HIV test, with lab printouts, enlisted warrant officers, applicants qualified for commission in accordance with AR 40-501 Chapter 2, and officer applicants qualified for commissioning accordance with AR 40-501 Chapter 3. P2 profiles are considered on a case-by-case basis for exceptions. And P3 profiles are ineligible. There will be no waiver for P3 profile. Going a little bit more into waivers. Submit all documentations pertaining to waivers with the request citing the circumstances and conditions, age and grade over 38 at commissioning, time in service less than 3 years or more than 8 years at your first duty station. Officers or at station. Officers over 5 years of active federal commissioning service, waived up to 7 years. Convictions. If you answered yes, and the DA 61 item 26 include all court documents and outcomes. A letter of support form from your chain of command is looked at favorably. And medical. In accordance with AR 40-501, include consult and recommendations from appropriate clinician. The application process, that is the AR 601-20, that is the IPAP, mill per message. As it comes out, I'm not going to say this one because it may be a new one coming out. And once again, the POC for this is Major R. Scott Bradshaw. That is the pack at USAREC, okay? Your application deadline is 1 March. The selection board is in June, and the results may be posted in August, and you can attend in January, April, or August. All right, so like I said, before I get off, but wait, still got some more. I want to close out. I don't want to miss this part, but now you may be wondering what will be your rank. Everyone accumulates month towards promotion during school. Enlisted. WOC required from entry into IPAP. E4 and below will be paid as E5s. E5s and above maintain their pay grade. All wear OCS rank, okay? And graduate as a first lieutenant with 2 years of constructive credit. And what will my rank be? Officers detailed to special branch or SP branch, but remain in their own basic branch at their rank held. Rank adjustments complete in accordance with DOD I-6000.13 once successfully completed IPAP. That was a lot, okay? So once again, just to recap again, the POC for this is Major R. Scott Bradshaw unless otherwise stated, because you know a lot of things change. So that was an overview of the IPAPs. If you want more information, you want to stay updated, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. All right, I'm here for you. I'm going to keep you updated a lot more than the time I'm referring to regulations. All right, so best wishes to you as you go forth on your journey. You can get there one step at a time. Attention to detail. Attention to detail is everything. I'm Sergeant Mitchell, your healthcare recruiter.